That was a mother synonymous.
Hello, loungies. Today we are getting into more messy TEA. I have my #1 fake hater badge of honor on. Let's go.
Okay, y'all. So we have Sauce Walker's baby mother exposes some audio with him threatening to shoot up Drake's car. He over there mad, okay? He also says some other things and admitted to having girls jump her, saying that he would do it again, plus a whole bunch of more things. And he don't care, he says. So we're going to listen to the audio. We're going to see what his baby mother had posted up, because she posted up some receipts and some things that she wanted people to know about. Let's get into it.
Nothing about me with my baby mama or nothing. I'ma handle y'all. It's that simple. I don't give a what the consequences is, nigga.
Why? Yeah, you handle me. You already handle me. So what the fuck does it matter? You already put your hands on me. You already do all that already. So what the fuck does it even matter?
I got you jumped by my hoes. I will put my hands on you though, but I didn't. You got jumped by my black hoes. It's shit on video.
Yeah, because you had me set up. Are you proud of that? Does that make you feel good?
I will get you jumped again. I don't give a fuck. Just like I get Drake smoked, I will get Drake car shot at. Nigga, the fuck? Man, you better realize who the fuck I am. I don't give a fuck. Nobody talking about.
Okay, you need to calm down.
No, I don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, you do.
Now, I don't know really the relationship of Sauce Walker and his baby mother. I don't know how frequent they contact each other, see each other, or what the co-parenting is like. I don't really know. Don't really care. But from what I'm hearing right now, I feel like there shouldn't even be no open communication with a person that thinks like him and acts like him. You got your baby father out here getting you jumped and throwing out death threats and all type of shit, and is a dangerous person. There would be no communication and no contact. I'm just speaking on my half, like what I would do, because I won't tolerate all of that. That's too much. Getting you jumped and stuff. Now, you tolerate disrespect and y'all have a toxic thing and you're used to it or whatever, and you leave when you leave. It is what it is, right? But for that person to physically have other people harm you also is ridiculous, okay? But at the end of the day, we're going to see how this goes. Is this relationship over? What is going on? Why is there something going on now? You get what I'm saying? Like, is this a back and forth? Is this a toxic? How long this been going on? If y'all know more about Sauce Walker and his baby mother and that history, let me know down in the comments below. Okay, I know some people be like, oh, do your research and watch the whole stream. I don't watch everybody whole stream, okay? Not everybody is like, I don't just watch everybody goddamn shit, okay? That's just not me. I go by clips. Okay, I go by clips. Whatever clips I feel like I want to talk about, that's when I talk about. And if there's clips that came before or after the clips that I spoke about, guess what? I can speak about that too. It don't gotta be in order. As long as y'all know the history, y'all know the backstory and everything else, so whatever happens, then that's all that matters. Okay, I learn along the way, and regardless if I do, I'm only speaking about it because let's say in the future I have to speak on this topic again. I'm not gonna remember half the shit that I already spoke about because I do too much content. My memory is not that good. So for me to remember every goddamn detail, hell no. If y'all my lounges, y'all already know. Hell no, I'm not remembering every detail, okay? But just pay attention to what is being said, the clips that we're talking about, and this is just how I feel, okay? That's just how I feel. That's it, and that is all, okay? Okay, so here, it says rapper Sauce Walker BM leaks out his alleged bank account to prove that he's not as rich as he showcases himself to be. Mind you, doesn't he claim he's the richest in Houston, but yet this is his bank account? Ooh! For me personally, I never condone people leaking out people's private information. People bank accounts, people locations, people telephone numbers, people addresses to wherever that they're at or family. I don't condone none of that weirdo shit. I feel like that's really weird. I feel like anybody that does that is really mad and really needs to get in trouble, because that's not good. People shouldn't be freely, like, comfortable doing people like that. And people have families and shit. You gotta think of that in consideration. Whatever the hell that's going on, you don't have to leak shit online. Go to the police. Give them goddamn statements and shit. I don't condone that type of stuff, okay? But I guess she has to prove a point that he's not that rich, okay? And a lot of people out here is faking the funk. Okay, he not the first or the last, if that is true. Okay, like I said, but I don't condone in people like leaking people's private information. Okay, I feel like that's weird. Okay, so y'all can pause to read the text. Okay, and this she says, then his assistant want to call me and ask me for groceries while they are at his dad's house. His dad doesn't even buy him food while he's with him. Throw them all away. Okay, so like I said, y'all can pause to read the messages between her and his assistant. Okay, so I guess this text message is Mr. Salt's trying to bribe her with some Chanel's just so he won't be on child support. Them bags $7,500. The F you talking about? Ish, how about you cake to the mall and pick yourself? What? Child, I don't get nothing because I don't think none of y'all deserve this shit, honestly. Bags? That's what he talking about? Honestly, never had to buy It's Chanel until you posted that bullshit anyway. I hate the fact Bambi is your biggest fan. Laugh out loud. It's all my fault, right? Shit is whack. Itch, do you want two purses or not? I steady gotta buy shit and child boy bye. I'm not a person that is that fanned out over no bags. That I feel like a man gotta buy me all the expensive bags in the world. Nobody cares about that. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how people be so pressed up on bags. Okay? You see how he's so quick to buy bags? Because females out here is really dying for these goddamn Chanel's and Birkins and whatever goddamn shits. Okay? Not him trying to... Sir, you don't have to buy nothing if you don't want to buy anything since you complaining so much. Like, I wouldn't want somebody to be complaining for doing something that you're doing. Like, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like, what? I'm not forcing no man to buy me shit. What? And then complaining about it? Boy, bye. You get what I'm saying? Like, but let's continue. Then he want to try to follow me all the way to Dallas, trying to get the F away from him. This how you feel about Splash? I'm busy driving to Dallas, girl, off my phone. You be talking to me like you talking about them guys. I ain't going to details, too. I don't care. Ciao. Well, hopefully he don't put her in harm's way again and get her jumped and do all these things, because you never know. You just never know what that can lead to. Hopefully she get the cops involved. Hopefully she put some type of order protection or some type of something so his ass can get in trouble for doing the shit that he doing. Like people don't have to tolerate this shit at all. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how that goes, and we're gonna see what's gonna be said if there's gonna be any updates. Child, now we got 50 Cent baby mama Daphne Joy. Yeah, the one that was with Diddy baby. Diddy baby. Diddy baby. No Diddy. No, let me stop. But anyways, 50 Cent came out talking about that tape that has been leaked with Daphne stuck in some eggplant. Not Diddy eggplant, another man eggplant. But Diddy did naked, and they said he got a shrimpy wimpy. He over there, and it looked like there's nothing there. Like, I don't know if there's more to the video, but let's just get into what is being said. Okay, so everybody plays the fool sometimes, and I have been the biggest fool. I just wanted my man at the time to be happy and satisfied. I wanted to fulfill all his desires, even if that meant breaking my own boundaries. I deeply loved him, and I believed he loved me too. It's still so painful for me to process the harsh reality and truth of that relationship. But as time passes and in my quiet moments, I realized that it was far from love. The recent leak was a tape I never consented to being filmed on. I was blackmailed by the person in the video and was threatened that if I didn't give him the lump sum of money, that they would leak it on the web. I almost gave in to his demand, and once I didn't, this person eventually sold this tape to a giant media outlet. The media outlet called me one day and said they had me on tape and asked if I had my comment before the release. It was the first time I ever fainted in my life. Once the media company understood the tape they purchased was revenge porn and an extortion scheme, they backed off from the broadcasting it. I know they are probably reading this, and I want to say thank you for doing the right thing. Even though years later, it's come back to haunt me again. It took me all day to find the courage to rewatch my abuse. Having to watch this tape was triggering and painful because only I knew the inner turmoil and pressures I felt in those moments. I was not, it was never in my right mind throughout the entirety of that relationship. Seeing myself so lost is excruciating. I just want to hold that girl in that room and get her out of there and tell her that wasn't love and she didn't need to do all of this for love. My heart is breaking as I type this. I wish so many things were different, but I can't take back the hands of time. I can only continue to move forward and slowly learn to love and trust myself again. I want to love and protect myself so much that I'll never come across such a harmful environment again. This is the first time that I have ever felt a part of my own body and that my body belongs to me. I am precious. I am special. I am worthy. This I promise to hold true in my heart for the woman I become and for the woman I once lost. Okay, so let me just start off by saying this. This is another thing I do not condone and I do not like. When somebody decides to expose and broadcast online an intimate, personal, private sexual encounter with somebody, whether it's revenge on or whatever the case may be, trying to get a coin out of it or whatever, I never condone that because I feel like it's private for a reason. We don't know if this is true or not. We don't know. In the video, I only seen a little clip of her giving sloppy toppy to another guy. She was moaning while doing it and all type of stuff. So I don't know if she was in her right mind. I don't know. I don't think that somebody would be moaning and doing all that stuff as if it's an enjoyment. If they was forced or if they was, I don't know. That's just how I would think. But maybe she was putting on a performance because Diddy was there walking back and forth looking like a goddamn weirdo with his hand on his thing. Looking weird. Oh, he looked creepy. Ugh. I know some people be like, oh, freaky this and freaky that with threesomes and stuff like that. But ew, he just looked like a creep. Like his energy just be creepy. It doesn't give freaky vibes. It gives creepy vibes. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just what it gives to me. But I don't condone that. And I'm pretty sure not everybody was telling the truth, but I do believe some of the females that have been coming out speaking about Diddy, people act like there's not a such thing as somebody that can take over, right? From fear, from power, and what money can do, and what people would do for money, and all type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? So we don't know. And then drugs and all that stuff is involved. So if you want heavily drugs constantly, right, and being forced, because let's not act like men out here don't be forcing females to do certain things. Yes, we make our own decisions and stuff like that, but it just depends on the situation. We can't say what we would do. We can say what we would do and what we won't do, but that's just in our head until we're in the situation. Then we'll see what the hell we're going to do, okay? But I don't know. I just think that it's not a good thing that her personal information and her personal sex stuff is online. You get what I'm saying? Even if that was something that they could have put in courts, that could have been the court's eyes and the courts, for whatever they need to do with a case or whatever. But for everybody online to see that and broadcast that, I feel like that's really weird. But I personally felt that Diddy is exactly who people have been saying he is throughout the years. Okay, he always gave me weird energy. He always gave me creepy energy, and that's just me. But y'all let me know. And then 50 Cent over there having a ball laughing and but I think his chest is hurting over there. Okay, sometimes it be like that. You have kids with somebody, you have love for that person once upon a time ago. Sometimes you have a soft spot for people nowadays because if you have it, you wouldn't care about what they're doing for real, for real. You get what I'm saying? But 50 Cent be trolling. But, he posted out there, he said that she not a victim and all these other things because of the video. Okay? And I guess because she doesn't have a gun to her head and physically being forced, that people think that it's still not possible for a female to still be in distress and in a forced situation without a weapon involved. Okay? Sometimes it'd be a little bit more to that than physical. 50 Cent says she's not a victim. Cyrus, can you imagine going to 8th grade to find out this is your mom? The court system in LA thinks it's fine. Social users react to alleged footage of Diddy, 50 Cent's BM Daphne, Joy, and a male escort surfacing online. I'm side-eyeing every chick that been with him. Okay? So, what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about that? Okay, so y'all know that Blueface already claims that he gives Nevaeh an allowance every month. Okay? Yes, this is what he does. This is what he wants to do for Nevaeh. He's giving her money. Now, we didn't really see Blueface do that besides with Jaden. He took Kashawn's money, okay, because she allowed that. Child. Who else? Yeah. I mean, main chicks, main chicks, um, he probably spend money here and there, probably on the little side things or whatever, like like a fly out session or whatever, but he's giving kind of boyfriend vibes to the mains, but still shitting in their faces. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between those girls and the other ones that he just be, flipping, flopping around with. Okay? But it doesn't change the fact that he still disrespect every single female that comes in his presence, even his own mom. But anyway, let's just get into this clip of Blueface giving Nevaeh her money. Who y'all think gonna feel some type of way about this?
I got your monthly allowance ready, girl. I got your salary right here.
We're gonna decorate the baby room.
Look at that money.
You're
That's
so
a
annoying.
big deal.
Hey, stop.
Okay, so one thing people gotta understand is Blueface is claiming he is the stepdad to Nevaeh's son. There's nothing we could do about it. It happens, and that's just is what it is. Now, we know stepdads only really apply for like a marriage. Like if Blueface and Nevaeh was married, he would be official legal stepdad. Okay, everybody throws out stepdad. The boyfriend is a stepdad. No, that's not what a stepdad is. Okay, even though you could still play stepdad, but legally you're still not the stepdad. There's no attachment for real, because she could leave you or he could leave and whatever, and then what? Is they still playing stepdaddy? I guess it depends on the situation and, you know, the situation. But at the end of the day, I gotta understand Blueface is playing this stepdad role, so that's just is what it is. He's gonna be around Nevaeh's son. He's gonna be that father figure, I guess, to the son. It is what it is. Nevaeh says she been knew Blueface since her son was in her stomach. So she's comfortable with Blueface being around her and her son. Everybody doesn't move the same way. You get what I'm saying? But it just is what it is. She's comfortable and she's the mom, so she gonna do what she feel like she wanna do. And at the end of the day, I know a lot of people over there in the back is probably gonna feel some type of way because, I mean, Nevaeh's not the only one. Blueface is zipping and dodging and a lot of people. But Nevaeh is somebody different because he is showing her a little bit more attention and money and financials and a whole lot of other stuff. So I don't know, but all I do know is that people is mad that he over there playing stepdad to Nevaeh. It is crazy to me because if they're giving relationship vibes and whatever the case may be, what y'all think gonna happen eventually? But, child. Okay, and this is another thing, right? Jada feels some type of way that Blueface is over there spending time with Nevaeh and her son playing stepdad, right? Saying, oh, you got real kids over here and stuff like that. We understand what you're talking about, Jada, but you claim that this man is a good dad. You said this before, plenty of times before, and you still had him around the kids and everything else. So I know there's nothing really wrong, because if there was something wrong, you would be doing something different. You get what I'm saying? Me personally, like, I understand the whole stepdad thing. My ex, who is my second baby daddy, right? He wanted to go out there and play stepdad and wasn't even doing for our child. So you know what I did? I express myself, you know, let him know exactly how I feel, and then I let him do what he had to do. But I distance me and my daughter from that because we don't got time for that. We're not here for flip-flop parents, and you feel like when you want to do, and if me and you not on good terms, you want to act weird and start doing petty shit. Nobody got time for that. So sometimes you just gotta let these men do what they want to do because that's what they're gonna do anyways. There's no point into complaining every time, crying and stressing yourself out because it's not gonna change that man and what he's doing. So this is why I say what I say about Jaden, because right now I feel like she's wasting her time and her energy on this man, and she knows this, but she want to keep dealing with it. So it is what it is. You want to be stupid for the man for the whole world to see, so we're gonna talk about it. That's it. That's all. It is okay. You get what I'm saying? She's gonna feel some type of way that Blueface is giving her all this time and energy. Regardless if Jaden knows that Blueface is out and about with other females for some reason, she feels some type of way about Nevaeh. Yeah, she feels some type of way about Nevaeh. He bought her a car, even though it wasn't like a big dramatic, oh my God, he still bought her something. He bought her a car. He was paying her rent. Okay? And he giving her allowance. He's playing stepdad. He's doing all of the things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jaden knows that she's not the only one that he's really giving that special time to. Child. And I know y'all gonna be mad because y'all think I'm a hater of Jaden. There's nothing to hate on. First of all, okay, I need people to start using different vocab because everything is not a hating situation. I hate this for her. And I'm going to give this energy because I'm really disappointed. And when you're disappointed in certain people, sometimes you just give off that energy, like harsh energy, because you're just so disappointed and it's just kind of annoying. But because you know you've been there, done that. When you know you've been there, done that, and you want better for people and you know they have potential of moving on and doing better, it's just like, you know, but at the end of the day, this is just content. We just speaking about it, you know. I'm speaking from experiences too. Been there, done that. But the stepdad and all this extra shit, and I don't play that extra shit. I let people do and hang your own guy.
Hey, my loungies, this video is a wrap. Everything is alleged and not personal. It's not that serious. Oh yeah, make sure to subscribe.
Lately I've been in my bag, but told me don't take my foot off the gas. They give you an inch, gonna take you a mile. I'ma shoot by myself like a 10 for 5. City to city.